Well, before we get off Russell, because I did want to bring this up, there's two things I wanted to talk about. First of all, I was listening to Tigerbelly about a month ago, and he was on with Bobby Lee and gave you a shout out.
Right.
Very cool.
It kind of made my day. It was just after the show, and I went back to the Midwest, and Russell came back. I didn't know that he did get on Bobby's podcast, and then one of the guy did share me a link. One of the guy come to the store like, hey, listen to this. This is really cool. And I listened to it. I remember the moment. I was like, yeah, this is good. They talk about me for 4 or 5 minutes. It's all good things. And I'm like, you know what? Since then, every time I feel depressed and sad, I'll just turn that on. 5 minutes. Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, what a loser.
Yeah, no, fuck
I got
that,
nothing
dude.
to live for.
Wait, how often have you felt depressed and sad recently since that's happened?
Maybe twice a day.
Oh, okay.
You come in, there's a bottle of lotion and some tissues over here.
And then Tigerbelly with Russell Peters on there. Yeah.
Because that was last week, wasn't it? No. I'm just
Well, shout out to Bobby Lee. We love your show. Keep doing it. You're awesome.
Oh,
And
Bobby, it really is one of the guys that he's really humble. He always think that he's not good enough or in some way, but like he really is. When people mention Bobby Lee's name, he's pulling weight. Like people,
absolutely, he's epic, and I think he's one of those foundational bedrocks of comedy, especially at the store. With him being friends with Paulie back in that day and that whole era. But the other thing I was gonna say about Russell is actually
to me he's really like he's internationally huge,
global. He's probably the most well-known stand-up comic that's on a global level. You think? Right?
It's like I mean
up there.
I mean right, like he sold out like I think 2012 or 13. He sold out at O2 Arena in London, 240,000.
That's huge.
People. Like that's crazy. I can't even wrap my head around there. Like I'm a comic. Like 240,000 people came here just to see you.
Just see you talk.
Right. Yeah. Right. And he. With his, like I saw his special, I did see Russell's special, the new special. Like he really is, he's universal funny. He can go to Dubai to do a show, make people laugh. He can go to like anywhere in the world. I know he's starting his new tour in February. Russell, we're just plugging your show dates on the radio, and he's just going to all like Asia, Europe, and Australia to do that. Like that's crazy to me.
Did you see him because I've never seen him live, but did you see him do a lot of crowd work or any of that? Because I feel like from some of the clips that I've seen of not on his special but other like just YouTube clips of
I've seen his crowd work is excellent. It's just perfect. Just
right
to me on stage. To me, sometimes I don't usually mess with the crowd unless if there's something. If some drunk white girl think that she can talk during my set, I would say something. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't just go say, hey Neil, I like your hat. What do you do? Like that kind of like I wouldn't like do it first, unless I don't know if that makes sense. But Russell would just ask, hey, what's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? And then just a couple quick questions, he can dig something out to make fun of. Like I feel like the art is like when you make fun of someone to do crowd work, and then that someone was making fun of is also laughing. Then that's perfect.
I think what adds to that is almost as if kind of almost like a rapper or hip hop. It's like almost when you see an art like a comedian start interacting with the crowd and making jokes off of that, it lets everyone else know that this is live.
Yes.
This is not rehearsed. This is freestyle comicking right now.
Right.
And that's entertaining in itself.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a real moment. Like earlier when I said that I get darker on stage, and then I make you guys laugh because I said the joke is darker. It's not my skin that get darker.
But you
like,
do
I
have
feel
sleeves too. You got tattoo sleeves, so I was like, even a little 3-layer joke right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go. Comedian Feng Chao. His jokes has layers.
Well, the reason I asked about the crowd work thing is because I've seen you on Kill Tony, and which, by the way, amazing. Good job. That was hilarious. Yeah,
Thank you.
Your sets were great. The little 1 minute set that they asked you to do was great.
Yeah.
But even your banter afterward is really why I brought that up, because I was like, you are probably fucking excellent at crowd work.
Yeah,
I
feel like I do think this is what I understood with the crowd work. Like, we're all here to have a good time. Just don't go too harsh on the crowd, because I feel like when you make fun of someone, if your tone changes, and then you're gonna turn the rest of the people like, why are you being so mean, or why are you being too much to this audience member? But just how to find the balance is hard.
Yeah.
But I do talk a lot of shit. That's for sure.